Good evening, brothers, sisters, and gender norm resistors. It's time for some more Powerwash Simulator with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, we are still working our way through Alice's adventures because, dear God, some of this stuff is it's huge. And hello there, Christina. Welcome. So last time we took almost all 2 hours in order to do the caterpillar's little mushroom portion of the mushroom forest. Like it wasn't even the whole mushroom forest. It was just his little mushroom, couple pathways, and all of his stuff. So yeah. But now we are on to the Mad Tea Party, which, you know, I have some feelings on because they insist on calling him the Mad Hatter, even though it's not the Mad Hatter. He is just the Hatter. He is not the Mad Hatter. He is just the Hatter. But anyway, with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the game. So here we have, when is a table not a table? Sorry, when it's unpalatable, of course. Why, when it's unpalatable, of course. And when is tea not for me, when it's someone else's proper tea? Okay, here's an easier one. Why is a raven like a writing desk? No idea? Me neither. And it doesn't matter a jot. Unanswers are always so much more interesting anyway. Of course, if you don't know the unanswer either, then you'd better come clean. The table is dirty, after all, and we can't have you just standing there in like a sprightly little pepper pot. Hop to it. In truth, the March Hare is forever complaining about how grubby everything is. But when a plate gets dirty, I just move everyone along one space. So I really can't see the issue. Wait, if you're moving everybody just over by one space, then that means that only one person's getting a clean plate. I mean, until you get the full revolution. But yeah, so the Hatter was apparently the backstory in the original Lewis Carroll story was the Hatter, I think, sang a really bad song or sang really badly. The Queen of Hearts said that he was murdering time and ordered him to have his head cut off, but the incarnation of time stepped in and said, no, that's too easy. He's getting off too easy with that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make it so that he is stuck in tea time. It is always tea time for him. And he was not called the Mad Hatter. He was just called the Hatter in the original, and then just Hatta in Through the Looking Glass. But, you know, his mannerisms were taken from the fact that Hatters used mercury vapor in the creation of felt hats, which has a lot of really horrible effects. Dirt streaks and tea grime. The key to a good cup of tea is to always put the milk in first. If you say so, bucko. I've never been a particularly huge fan of tea myself, but then the butter, then the eggs, and finally the ham. You kind of forgot something important in a cup of tea. Would you like 1 lump or 2? No lumps for me, thank you. I've still got one on my shin from last week, thanks. So I know that somewhere over there was where the Cheshire Cat was. I don't know if he's come back or not. That is yeah, the table the table itself is gonna be a pain. Like, it is so big. There's just so much space, man. And why are there jammy handprints? That is a really interesting watch, I will say. Now, the interesting thing is that apparently tea time, at least used to be 6 o'clock. It was before, you know, long before supper. And, you know, but after lunch. Of course, these days I think tea time is generally 4 p.m. Alright, the pendant is done. Like, we need the chain and then the little clasp that attaches to your... Yeah, the little clasp that attaches to a vest. That way your chain shows and it's easy to find your watch. Yeah, I could see that. All right. Okay, apparently when we scared away the Cheshire Cat yesterday, he just stayed away. Oh, those are dice. I thought those were sugar lumps. I thought those were sugar cubes. Why are there dice on the table at tea? Are you guys gambling your tea away? You know, if we were, it would be a whole lot easier to do this if we were just, if you would let us do this at full size. Don't suppose you have a bit of cake we can have? All right. Yes, they all are quite insane. As the Cheshire Cat would tell us if he ever talked to us, instead of always running away like a coward. Okay, I don't know who repaired this cup, but they are trying to poison whoever drinks from it. Let's get an extensioner out here. Got a bell up on top? Alright, I think we're gonna need one of our little lattes here. There we go. Yep, because we got to get inside. Oh. It's an even smaller teacup. I suppose that's for the dormouse. Okay, I think we've got all of those now. I think we've got all of them that we need to hit the inside of. Maybe? Yeah, we might need to hit the inside of that one too. Or not. This looks more like a saucer than a teacup to me, but whatever. I mean, there are people who drink their tea out of the saucer. In some ways, I think that was what you're supposed to do in some instances. Which begs the question of why have a teacup if you're just going to drink it out of the saucer? Right? All right. We got all the handles. Because apparently the handles are not part of the actual cups themselves. Want to go up on it. I wanted to continue cleaning the sides. Damn it. Don't make me climb. All right. There we go. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, that was damn near blinding. Alright, so this one has... Still has... This bottom plate still has some stuff on it. Oh. Right along the bottom, apparently. There we go. That's better. Alright. Warped spoon. All right, and we are just about done with this table. All right. So we're done with the yellow table. And we're a whopping 15% cleaned. Yeah. Like they got some green tea. Either that or it's mold. I wouldn't put it past, you know, the Hatter to have some really filthy stuff. Means he doesn't have time to clean because it's always tea time. Oh, yep. There's the algae and marine-like growth. That's kind of what I'm going with too, but, you know, they usually do specify the difference between, like, grime and mold, but then again, I don't know what tea grime is, other than a really bad pun. Alright, so the metal has this, like... I'm still not sure how to pronounce it. Verdigris? There we go. That's better. Let me see if I can find some more. I looked it up one time when we first encountered it. It's like, I think it's like kind of like an algae type growth. On to the sandwiches. Okay. You'd need me to wash those too? What do you suppose is the more sensible, to eat 3 square meals a day or 4 triangle ones? What would you like in yours, anyway? Some cucumber? Or cumbersome Q? At least you guys have some entertainment. Got a good old gramophone. Ah, there it is. Verdigris. Verdigris. I don't know. I think there should be some on the scenes. You'd have to have metal here. Let's try and get up. Whatever this stuff is, it is really tough. Like I said, I think the first time I remember seeing it was in the was with um the fountain. Long lost fountain. But sadly not the fountain of youth. This will work a bit better. Maybe not. Yeah, that green, the green one just does not do well with this stuff. VIG. Let me see if I can find some more here. Oh, VERDIGRIS. Silver Digris. Oh, okay. So it's a blue-green patina, or pigment formed from copper reacting with air and acids. Okay, that explains a lot. Like why we always find it on metal. I don't know how to pronounce it. Let's see here. Verdigris. Verdigris. Okay. That is a much closer look at a gramophone than I ever wanted. Right. Apparently we need to go up even further. Yep. Gotta get the rim. There we go. Alright. I think that's everything with the no, the base. Ooh. Still need a little bit of work along the underside here. There we go. That's better. Is that a butter knife? Yes. I was trying to figure out what the heck it could be other than, like, maybe a metal mustache. For some reason, that was my first thought was, oh, somebody has a fake metal mustache. See, I'm not the only crazy one. Yeah, I'm guessing the purple is supposed to be like the jam. Oh, he's got a lot of books. I mean, I suppose he could always read while he's having tea. you stand up, please? Thank you. This must be the gaming portion, the game portion of the tea table. They got the dice. They've been playing tic-tac-toe in the muck. True, the Hatter is probably way too sleep deprived to manage to read. I mean, that's one of the worst parts of the curse is it's like, yeah, he doesn't get to sleep because it's never bedtime. It's never, it's always tea time. However long ago this curse was put on him, yeah, he's just been having to continually drink and eat tea. Right. Keep looking up like this and just barely hitting the table. It won't completely blind us when it dings. The handle's already done. Good. You are not allowed to suddenly come to life and start singing. That's a whole different movie. Yep. Exactly. You know, I don't know. Let's see here. Highlight color and highlight duration, but that's it. Nope, unfortunately not. It's usually not so bad, but like when you have like can you imagine if we were cleaning the table and just like we were looking at the majority of it? It's like, oh, that would have been painful. All right, up, yes, there you go. I told you to jump. Why did you not jump when I told you to jump? Damn it. Lord save me from lazy cleaners. there's the... At least the bend in this one makes it a little bit easier. Little bit, but... Unfortunately, not quite enough. There we go. Yes. Get on up in there. Oh, over. There. Yes. Ah. Put it. Think I want it. All right. Got all the candelabra arms. Oh, I see where that is now. Oh, goodness. All right. Hey, we're almost 40% of the way done. With this DLC, that's impressive. You know, there shouldn't be any of that stuff on here. This is ceramic. Well, I guess that could be copper infused, you know. That's a little ostentatious. Granted, it's a teapot with 4 spouts. So... Scones. I gather you like scones, sir? First, they're here. First they're here's, then they're gone. It's usually what happens when you eat them. Wait, that's it? That was the whole 40% interaction? What the hell? Oh. Oh, that's the Hatter's hat. Why it is covered in red, I don't think I want to know. I would not be surprised to find out that the Hatter murdered somebody. Like, actually murdered somebody. That's a possibility, too. That was a bit more than I was expecting, but there we go. All right. We're at 41%. Oh. Well, we found the mold. Mold and tea grind. had to wash a piece of cheese before. I think so, yes. Or it was a moldy piece of cheese until we got our power washer on it. That was only mildly annoying. You have to make it Swiss. Could have been any type of cheese. Okay, that is quite obviously sprinkles. Like cake sprinkles. They really like bending their knives, don't they? Maybe it's just the warped nature of Wonderland coming out. At least they keep them fairly clean. Ah, there we go. See, now they're getting into a little bit of the lore. The hourglass that never that never changes. Granted, I could do without all the fiddly little bits all over the damn place. Okay, fine. I guess we're going up this side. Oh, man, you got, like, cake sprinkles all over your hourglass. That's not good. Really don't need so many damn ladders. Wow, that's actually a white cup? I was expecting it to be like red or something. Well, as much crap as was on it, it's like, what color is it really? least we can't take a head dive off of the table. That's something at least. Wait, I bet I know where the... Yep. Around the lid. Oh, okay. Those are just like really bent weird. From over here, that looked like a finger with like the fingertip bent back. I'm like, what the hell is that? Why are we suddenly going into the horror version of Alice? I mean, there are five legs, fingers, whatever they are, there's 5 of them, so Marchhare informs me that in educated circles, scones rhymes with bones. Like a scones. Scoons? Not oh, right. So he was saying them like scones. Yes, they are scones. Not scones. Either forget what I just said or what I said earlier. It's entirely up to you. I will do neither, good sir. You fucked up, and I will remind you of that. But yeah, I definitely think it's safe to say that the books are not the Hatters. This isn't so much a cake tower as a cake tree. All right, let's up the extension then. This may be a two-parter, honestly. Like, we're just now 67% of the way done, and we've been going for an hour and a half. Okay, a croissant is not a cake. It's not. It says no business being on the cake tower. And seriously, if your croissant is moldy, throw it out. I understand back in the Victorian era, they really didn't throw anything away. Most people couldn't afford to. So you ate it and hoped you didn't get too sick. Of course, they did the same thing during the Great Depression. And during both World Wars. I think most of human history has been, you know, hey, you know, shit's going bad, so eat what you have, hope that you don't get sick, and, yeah, good luck. That's the type of thing that just drives me crazy about people like RFK Jr. is like, oh no, we did this all the time when I was a kid. And it's like, yeah. And it wasn't exactly a good idea even then. Nobody was saying, hey, eat that moldy piece of bread. It's good for you. It was eat that moldy piece of bread or go hungry. There's only so long you can do that before it's like, yeah, I think I'll eat it. All right. Come on. Oh. There we go. All right. Chocolate? Nope. Still don't know why I was thinking that it was chocolate, other than, you know, the dirt and grime that's on it, but it's like, nope, okay. Sure looked chocolate from afar. Which is probably more disturbing than anything else. Ooh. Okay. You know, I do question the bird sounds that I'm hearing. I guess we are kind of like in a forested type area. I'm still kind of curious, though, how we got dragged into this. Like, I understand they were like, hey, so this girl, Alice, just showed up, started making a mess. How did they contact us? I mean, well, yes, our name is probably in the phone book. I really don't think they have phone books in Wonderland? Could you imagine what they had to say, what they would have to say to somebody to get them to come out to clean? So yeah, you go out into this garden, look for this this specific hole in the ground, and just jump in. It'll be fine. Actually, give me just a moment here. I'll be right back as well. So yeah, I need to take a quick break, so we'll be right back. All right. Oh, good grief. Yeah, we still got a lot to do. All right. All right. Whoa, whoa. Okay. Scones, scones, scones. You still going on about scones? Good for your bone. My, how you've grown. I mean, that is better. Speaking of which, fret not, child. I'm certain a growth spurt lays just around the corner. Well, I would appreciate it, since I haven't eaten or drunken anything in your damn land. I sure wouldn't after the Dormouse pitched such a frickin' fit over Alice. Is that a strawberry... is that a strawberry cake? Looks like sponge and then, like, icing with strawberry chunks in it. actually sounds kind of good. I bet it's delicious. I mean, minus all the grime, of course. And if these cakes are still edible after I've power washed them, how dry were they? There we go. Did you get the straw? No, you didn't get the strawberry. There we go. All right. Right, so we might be able to... All right, fine. Ah, yes, there we go. Now we can get more of this. Wait, are those the dodos that were, or the, weren't they dodos that were the croquet mallets? All right. That might be what we're hearing. Pink flamingos. Okay, that's what it was. That branch is done. This branch is just going to be just a pain in the ass. All right, there we go. Plate, branch, stalk, branch. I think we're done. With the cake free. Nope, we are not. Need you. There we go. All right. Now I'm pretty sure we're done. Well, actually, we could probably cake tower. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. All the cake stuff is done. Welcome back. Oh. Yeah, definitely gonna. I definitely do not think we're gonna be finishing this one off completely tonight. I think we're gonna have to call it before we get to the red table. Purple table. Yeah. I thought of that as I was cleaning the tablecloth. I'm like, ooh, hey, you know, I should look and see how much ding. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Mr. Frog, why do you have a fly on your head? Frog pot. Frog fly. Ah, there we go. That's supposed to be like a cookie jar or something. I'm not entirely sure why there's a frog pot. Ladder. Nope. Where the hell did you put it? Ugh. Put it on the wrong side. Really? I think it should put it right there. All right. I think everything on the pink table is done. But now we just need the purple table. And other stuff, but yeah, that's unfortunately gonna be where we're gonna have to leave it for tonight because it's about 2 a.m. and it's about bedtime. All right, but anyway, so yeah, so tomorrow we will be dealing with the Hatter's tall hat, the Hatter's base hat, tall hat, and top hat. Oh, good gods. As well as his various spoons, forks, and blood. And then we'll move on to whatever's after this. I'm guessing it's probably going to be like either the courtroom or the croquet field. That would be my guess. Anyway, as always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to press that subscribe button. Don't forget the top link in the description down below takes you to our merch page where we have t-shirts, mugs, hats, water bottles, the whole 9 yards. If you want to stay up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, don't forget to make sure to ring the bell, but also check out the social media links down below. Everything from our Facebook page to the permanent invite for the Discord server, where I try to make sure to notify you guys of when we go live and stuff like that. For example, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time, we'll be back with more of the Journey to the Savage Planet. Really, really weird platformer game. And then that following midnight, we'll be back with more Powerwash Simulator. All that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!